Let me tell you how I managed to come back from the void.
Hi, Descendant. I've distributed the DNA detection catalyst at Eugen's request. If there's any DNA to be detected, it'll be attached to the catalyst and turned into data. The catalyst won't last long, so try to collect everything quickly. I don't understand why I detected human DNA. Thanks for your help. I'll send the data to Eugen.
I have enough samples. You've been a great help.
Now that everyone's here, I'll tell you what I saw. Underneath this fortress, there is a hatchery that breeds Vulgus soldiers. It's known as the Pool of Life. It's a disgusting Vulgus facility with many horrible uses. During strategy discussions with the Medical Corps, someone once raised the idea of researching the scope of the Vulgus military forces and their estimated losses, as well as how they went about replenishing their forces. The prevailing opinion among the Corps was that since the majority of the Vulgus legions are organic beings, excluding the Legion of Immortality, they would be limited in the number of units they could mobilize. But Captain Glay had a different theory. She thought that as long as the Vulgus had a supply of DNA organic matter, it would be possible for them to create as many organic Vulgus as they wanted. I genuinely hope her theory is incorrect. But the composition of the organic matter we found is a perfect match for the DNA we previously extracted from Vulgus samples. And the cargo boxes filled with this organic matter are connected to the underground. There's a steady flow of them. I believe my medical corps members must have learned that there was a Vulgus hatchery here and attempted to investigate. Regardless, it could be incredibly dangerous down there. And it'd be a waste of resources if you get dragged into this because of my selfish interests. Investigating on my own should be sufficient. It would be best for the rest of...
There you go again, trying to act all cool and tough. You're more like a piece of paper. Easy to blow away. Those aren't selfish reasons. They're called the bonds of friendship. We all understand that. We'll let you take the lead, but when we go back together. Including the members of the medical corps.
She really is stubborn.
We should get moving, Dr. Han.
This doesn't, but before we go, does something feel strange to you? The Order of Truth, one of the main pillars of the Vulgus army, is under attack. Why haven't any of the other legions shown up to defend it? No matter how far this place is from the other Legion-occupied zones, it's highly suspicious there hasn't been any support. Do you think it's because of the solid defense line our forces built? Although we've deployed a lot of troops to guard the Ironheart, the enemy hasn't taken the opportunity to launch any counterattacks. And we still haven't figured out why the number of Vulgus forces have dropped so rapidly. If they have a hatchery, shouldn't their troops be increasing? Oh, this is giving me a bad feeling in so many ways. It feels like the inside of my suit is boiling. I hope nothing has happened to the medical corps members.
Mina? Ash? This is Medical Corps Captain Nugent. Please respond. Vince, Ribbon, Jay, please respond.
Let's look for them, Eugen. First, let's investigate if there's anything suspicious about the movements of the Vulgus forces.
Oh, I may have underestimated them.
So, it really was a hatchery. It's almost the exact same structure that Captain Glade described in her theory.
Let's look for the control panel, quickly. Even if it's a biocomputer, it'll be in the same vein as any Vulgus terminal. You can get information through your receive. Keep searching for traces of transported human DNA and large amounts of organic matter.
Be careful! An alarm must have gone off somewhere!
Bastards are trying to stop us. We must be moving in the right direction. Feels like we're getting closer to the answer. Please keep at it just a little longer.
Captain! Captain! I don't want to die like this!
Riven, where are you? How about the others?
We're all together. All together.
I'm on my way. Hang in there.
find as many missing survivors as I can.
I'll head in the direction of the Vulgus forces. Affirmative. I will guide the Descendant through the operation going forward. Much like the forces stationed in the heart of their operation, the numbers of their troops here are sizable. The first goal of our operation is to annihilate the Order. I will also relay Commander Alpha's orders. His instructions are, and I quote, "Find a way to destroy this goddamn brute." Paris should be able to find a way to destroy the facility.
Yo, Descendant. Smash all the stabilizers. That and the overloaded energy will blow the entire facility to Kingdom Come.
Death to the blasphemy!
Harris's prediction is accurate. The energy readings within the zone are rising. I believe destroying 2 more control units will bring the facility's operations to a halt.
Loading.
This is Eugen. Looks like you have infiltrated deep inside the enemy's area. I'd like to ask you for a favor. We're picking up faint communication signals coming from the central area underground. You should be able to amplify the signal when you're there. I'll adjust the frequency in order to amplify the signal. Please safeguard that position. The signal's been amplified. Gosh, communications are impossible here.
This is Eckert. There is a way.
Let's go.
If you go deeper in, communications can be relayed through your receiver.
We have to hurry, Descendant. Temperature inside the facility is rising.
Give me charge.
Connecting to the comms channel, but we're getting too much interference from something noisy nearby. Some kind of energy from the Vulgus is interfering with our comms.
Picked up a strong signal. It looks like this is what's jamming communications.
initiating broadcast of communications through the Descendant's sieve.
Damn it. There's something even bigger underneath the hatchery. Interference has cleared up, and I've located the last comms from the team. There's a very strong Vulgus signal coming from that direction. Damn it. I refuse to let them die in a place like this. They mean too much to me. I promise I'll be on my best behavior. I need your help. My people, can you help me rescue them?
It's not about can or cannot. It's a must-do. We promised we'd all return together, remember?
Yeah, and I'm going to keep that promise. No matter what.
Let me tell you how I made.
Are you ready to be shot?
Now what do you want? The records have been restored. Let's see. It seems that your parents were instrumental in recovering the relic of the ancestors. But the records don't specify the location from where their last transmission was sent. That will make it difficult to trace. It won't be easy. But yes, I think there is a way. I've been working on a piece of technology that amplifies and traces specific communications frequencies. This is a good opportunity to test it. I've built a prototype. We may be able to use it to trace the coordinates of the last transmission. However, the device won't last long because it tends to overheat. I'll need to find a fix for that at some point, but we can test it with components from a Colossus. Specifically, I'll need some components with heat-resistant properties. Bring me a communications component from a pyromaniac. If it's new research, I'm listening.
you ready to undertake a Void Intercept battle assignment?
Let me tell you how I managed it.
This is Eugen. All medical corps members, please respond.
Captain! Help!
That signal is coming from nearby. Bobby, I'm going to the location of my team member's signal. You take care of the enemy.
Affirmative. I'll follow the Vulgus signal coming from the opposite direction. By the way, what the hell is this place? It's covered in biotissue. It's everywhere.
The composition of the biotissue is a lot like the organic matter from the hatchery. But the cells also seem to be rapidly and excessively dividing. To put it in human terms, it's like a malignant tumor.
Would that have any impact on operations?
There is something suspicious. The hatchery prevents these malignant tumors from growing. There is evidence of limits being placed on soldier production. However, if the production limit was removed and the organic matter was cultivated to capacity, then these types of malignant tumors could rapidly spread. In other words, there is a high possibility that the Vulgus produced an immense number of troops all at once in this facility.
We should gather as much info about this as we can.
Descendant Squad, do you copy? We can no longer detect an RK signal from the surface. Please report your status.
HQ, we've
We've discovered a biofacility in the Order's main base, which is producing Vulgus troops on a large scale. We're investigating it. We've also located the missing medical corps members.
Copy. Do you copy? RK signal.
HQ! Do you copy?
We're so deep underground the comms link is unstable. We should get this mission over with quickly, so we have time to give a report.
Vince, I've confirmed your location. You'll see your family soon. So much you'll be sick of them. Don't give up. Ah, damn it. Out of the way, you bastards.
If the door in the passageway is closed, look for red liquid nearby. It's a device that should only read Vulgus biodata, but it looks like it's unable to identify between friend or foe because of the tumors. Just putting your foot in the door will open it.
Do you happen to know how to disable the traps?
I'm sorry. I'm not a member of the Order of Truth.
Looks like I'll just have to step in it, even if it is toxic waste.
Be careful. I think the entire facility is spiraling out of control. The path I took looked like that too. Eugen, how are things on your end? Did you find your corps members?
I'm still approaching. Mina said they were all together. If I head to the communications board, I should be able to find them all. There's been no replies for a while now. The vital signs have been transmitted. Those dumbasses. How dare they put their captain through this? I'll let them know they can never leave without me again. I'll just have to do the heavy lifting from now on.
Am I witness to this? You want to keep that promise? Eugen, I think this door connects to that side, but it won't budge. How did you open it?
There should be a security device in front of the door. More importantly, why is nobody responding? Mina, Vince, everyone, please, respond. Wait, what the hell is this?
Eugen, I'm trying to tell you, this is...
The cultivating device that generates the Vulgus bodies. It's the same shape as the hatchery above, but with the stabilizers removed. Judging by the size, this would produce soldiers at a speed far greater than that of regular equipment. Bobby, can you give me a hand? We open this organic matter storage tank. We can gauge how much raw material has been used. Then we can get a rough estimate on how many units have been created. Check those auxiliary techs that are down there. There are Vulgus waking up in all directions. Watch out!
Eugen, you need to look for your medical corps members. Go! Quickly!
If I don't focus now, everyone in Albion will lose someone precious to them. HQ gravely underestimates the scale of the enemy's forces. Based on my current estimates, the number of units produced here is 20 times larger than all of humankind. Captain! Help! Oh, be close by. Damn it! This first tank is too sturdy. You guys, hang in there. I'll be there soon.
Captain! Captain! I don't want to die like this! Everybody's here!
Riven, Mina, the vital signs are coming from that monster. Don't tell me.
Captain! Kill us.
Everybody, don't shoot. Don't shoot! Those are my core members. They're medical core members. I can fix them. I can heal them with my RK. Please, don't shoot. I'm begging you. Please.
Eugen, it's too dangerous! And they're already...
Ruben. Mina. Pins. Ash. Jane. No. Please. Ah!
Captain, I'm sorry. Feast your eyes upon the road that will lead us home. The time has come. We shall terminate the Descendant's humanity and end my conquest. Remember your final destination. Capture the remaining Prime fans. All our parts are within range. When the three parts converge into one, my conquest will be complete. Raise your weapons. Drown the enemy in fear. Our God will lead you to victory! Kill the Descendants! Kill them all! Kill them all! Take them out! Kill them all! Kill the Descendants! Kill them! Load the Iron Heart onto the ship. Time to go.
This is HQ. All zones in Albion are now on high alert. Any Descendants who are operation ready, please assemble at HQ.
I did wonder where all the manufactured Vulgus went, but I never expected them to be battle-ready this quickly. No matter how solid our defense line is at the White Knight Gulch, against a force that large, we won't be able to protect the Ironheart. And because they've divided their forces, Albion is under threat as well. This is why the Vulgus pulled their forces back from the White Knight Gulch. To make us lower our guard, and to lure us into the White Knight Gulch with the Ironheart. We should head back to HQ. I'll take Dr. Han to the medical corps. Don't worry, I don't need any help. When I got him on his feet earlier, he wasn't heavy. He really is just like paper. I could probably carry him around. He's so light. Did you know that Eugen can't use his RK abilities on himself? He sacrifices so much for his teammates, and he can't even heal his own heart. I feel so bad for him. But I know he'll be fine. He has you and me, after all. His partners in arms. Don't worry about him. Let's head back. I'll see you soon. That's a promise.
This is HQ. Again, all zones in Albion are on high alert. Any Descendants who are operation ready should meet at HQ.
We also need Descendants in the Void Zone.
Descendants, Corell's fleet has begun its approach. The predicted attack targets are the White Knight Gulch, where the Iron Heart is located, and Albion. HQ's predictions of the numbers of remaining Vulgus forces have been completely inaccurate. To mass-produce that many troops so quickly. Corel lured us into a false sense of victory, then used that to bring the Ironheart into the Vulgus' orbit. Also, after the phenomenon of the light beams near the Hagios, the dimensional wall has been weakening at an alarming speed. The closure of the dimensional wall and this diametrically opposite phenomenon. This might be due to the inversion that Corel spoke of. We're already seeing the Colossi being affected. Descendants, for now, please prepare for an intercept battle. According to Seneca's report, the pyromaniac Colossi are approaching Ingress. This truly is the worst-case scenario. First Corel's fleet, and now the Colossi?
Magisters are probably humanity's real home, don't you think? Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately. If it's new research, I'm listening. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
Intentional with his words.
The intercept of the pyromaniac has been confirmed. Job well done, Descendant. However, given the current state of the dimensional wall, we do not know what Colossus will surface the next time, or when. Humankind must choose whether to engage in an all-out pointless war against Corell's great army, or face equally immense colossi, which will appear as soon as the dimensional wall disappears. Strategy, tactics, troop numbers. We are at an overwhelming disadvantage in all aspects. If things continue like this, humanity really will.
We can't give up yet, Nell. We have one final option.
Alpha?
There isn't much time. As all of you know, the situation we find ourselves in seems pretty dire. Due to my lack of sound judgment, I fell for Corell's trap. The Ironheart, which I considered to be our only hope, turned out not to be the key to our salvation after all. If we had used the Ironheart in Albion as I stubbornly insisted, I dread to think what would have happened. This situation is one I created. I am solely to blame. Yes, I am the Descendant who was always defeated. That is likely why I was never able to link with the Guide. I should never have become Commander. However, if there was someone who could heed the true calling of the Descendants, then I would let go of everything I have believed in up until now, and put my trust in them. Everyone, I am ordering the destruction of the Ironheart. I will deal with the Magisters. I believe they wouldn't be able to survive without us anyway. Descendants, you need to work with the Guide and carry out any and all necessary operations to destroy the Ironheart. No need to wait for approval from HQ. Just make sure you are as victorious in this as you always are. I'm sure that you will be, as you always have been. I place my trust in you, Descendant. Command, we must move quickly. We need to support the Descendants and stop the Vulgus at all costs.
Descendants, I have heard Alpha's message. I am sorry I'm unable to directly communicate with him. Descendants, we are close to achieving our true target. However, as Alpha said, the situation is dire. First, it would be wise to move the Ironheart in the White Knight Gulch to Albion. Albion has put in place defensive measures to counter Vulgus battleships. We should also be able to access the energy required to destroy the Ironheart. But we need an immense amount of RK to detach an Ironheart which is linked to a Prime Hands. For this reason, Most of the Descendants must be sent to aid the detachment. For you, however, I have a different request. Descendant, come with me to where the phenomenon known as the Pillar of Light occurred. When that Pillar of Light took effect, as well as the energy of the Iron Heart, I felt a familiar kind of pain, as if my skin was peeling and my flesh was melting. There must be an inverted Ironheart there. Corel would have connected it to a Prime Hands in order to collapse the dimensional wall. We must stop this before the dimensional wall is completely destroyed. We must retrieve the inverted Ironheart. If we fail to do so, even if the Ironheart is immediately moved to Albion, countless colossi will appear throughout Ingress. However, if we take back the inverted Ironheart, the destruction of the dimensional wall will be stopped, and Corel's advance will be delayed. I will deliver the mission to detach the Ironheart to the other Descendants. I will meet you there.
Guide, this is Jaber. I've been dispatched to the Hagios. I'm investigating intel that Amon, the General of the Legion of Immortality, was recently here. I don't think Amon appearing at this point in time is a coincidence. I'm sure it's related to this incident.
That is indeed unusual. I'll join you there, Jaber.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Let me tell you how I managed to come.
Are you?
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately. Human child. We can use this device to set up a trace and get the results we need. It shouldn't be long. Alright, we have the final coordinates. And it looks like my device is melted. I'll definitely have to make some improvements.
That's not important right now. Where is the location? Come on!
Impatient as ever, Bunny. I'm almost there. Hang on. I know this place. The lab. The location was under our noses this whole time.
The lab? Do you mean the Magister lab?
It was abandoned when a proper research facility was built in Albion. It won't be easy to get there now with the Vulgus in the way. I have a backup emergency device that can teleport you to the lab's entrance. I built it a long time ago, but this will be the first time it'll actually be used. If there's something you need, you'll need to pay. Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
signal is really strong right around here.
You must want to die.
Who's there? Show yourself! Where are you while you're saying such crap?
Snuffling. Like those fools who threw a grenade to try to take me with them. You smell the food. If I kill you, then
You're gonna die! Not me! Prepare yourself! I picked up a signal! There's something in the next area! Get out of the way! So annoying! Where are they all coming from? This is where the trail ends. There must be clues around here. I need to find them. Fast!
becomes extremely painful around this time every year. Maybe it will hurt less once I do.
Where are you? Show yourself, now! I'll smash you to pieces!
like I did the other. I don't kill you and use you as material. Your corral will redeem you.
Okay. I should go talk to an ace.